Today, we will compare two great oil companies, Aramco and ExxonMobil, which originated from one company. Imagine how much money you would earn if you invested only $100 in one of these companies 5, 10, 15 or 20 years ago. The origins of Aramco began when Standard Oil of California set up a new overseas exploration unit after signing a concession agreement with Saudi Arabia in 1933. By the 1950s, Aramco was owned by 4 shareholder companies and based in New York. In addition to Standard Oil of California, the shareholders were Texaco, Standard Oil Company of New Jersey, and Saucony Vacuum, now Mobil. Exxon Corporation, formerly known as the Standard Oil Company of New Jersey until 1973, was an American oil company and descendant of Standard Oil, which merged with Mobil to form ExxonMobil in 1999. In 1952, Aramco's headquarters moved from New York to Tehran, Saudi Arabia. ExxonMobil Corporation is an American multinational oil and gas corporation headquartered in Irving, Texas. Saudi Aramco is a Saudi Arabian public petroleum and natural gas company. ExxonMobil is the largest non-government-owned company in the energy industry and produces about 3% of the world's oil and about 2% of the world's energy. Saudi Aramco reported that its workforce was approximately 68.5 thousand employees compared to 56,000 employees in 2011. In 2020, Exxon had around 72,000 regular employees. Last year disclosed plans to reduce its global workforce by 14,000 by the end of 2021. The average estimated annual salary, including base and bonus, at Saudi Aramco is $129,000 or $62 per hour. The average estimated annual salary, including base and bonus, at ExxonMobil is $127,000 or $61 per hour. As of April 2022, Saudi Aramco has a market cap of $2.294 trillion. This makes Saudi Aramco the world's second most valuable company by market cap. As of April 2022, ExxonMobil has a market cap of $359.45 billion. This makes ExxonMobil the world's 19th most valuable company by market cap. According to Saudi Aramco's latest financial reports, the company's current revenue is $341.92 billion. In 2020, the company made a revenue of $225.66 billion, a decrease over the year 2019, when the revenue was $331.19 billion. ExxonMobil's operating revenue amounted to approximately $285.6 billion in 2021. The net income of Saudi Aramco in 2021 was approximately $110 billion. Saudi Aramco was one of the most profitable companies in the world and over doubled its net income compared to the financial year 2020. ExxonMobil reported a net income of over $23 billion in 2021. The previous year was the only year in the period of consideration that ExxonMobil ended the year on a net loss. Saudi Aramco's annual dividend in 2021 was 38 cents per share or 3.31%. In 2021, ExxonMobil's cash dividends per common share stood at $3.49 or 4.09%. There is no individual income tax scheme in Saudi Arabia. Income tax is not imposed on an individual's earnings if they are derived only from employment in Saudi Arabia. With that in mind, the company paid $95.2 billion in taxes for 2021. Exxon's income taxes for the 12 months ending December 31, 2021 were $7,636 million, a 235% decline year-over-year. Saudi Aramco shares were worth $11.97 when the video was recorded. At the same time, ExxonMobil shares were worth $85.30. At the moment, due to the situation in Ukraine, prices of energy resources are growing at a high pace. At the moment, we are seeing a rise in shares. Since the beginning of the year, the company shares have grown from $9 to $11.7, which is 29%. ExxonMobil also has the largest growth on these dates, from $32 to $87, or by 171%. The average annual growth of Saudi Aramco shares for the last 2 years was 16%. And the average annual growth of ExxonMobil was 6%, from $38 to $85 over the past 20 years. The lowest share price in the history of Saudi Aramco was $7. It was in 2020, after 3 months from the IPO. In the past 60 years, the lowest price per share was $1.60 in 1970. In its entire history, company shares was falling only during the 3 months after the IPO, from $8.80 to $7, or 21%. The biggest period of decline was from 2014 to 2020. During this period, the shares fell from $102 at the peak to $32, or 68%. In almost all respects, Aramco is superior to ExxonMobil. This can be explained by the fact that Aramco has a near monopoly on mining in Saudi Arabia. And don't forget that Saudi Arabia has some of the largest oil fields in the world, and Saudi Arabia is one of the largest oil producers.